This video is about how to make No Bake Cheesecake, a simple dessert you can easily prepare at home with blueberry and Oreo topping, or you can use any topping you wish to have. You can prepare this as one serving on a 9-inch springform pan using the same recipe. But in this video, I will show you how to make individual servings. Sometimes we like to have that restaurant feeling at home. And this recipe will yield you 10 to 12 individual servings depending on the size of the glass that you will use. This is how the end product looks like. So inviting, tasty, and yummy. Desserts you can easily spoil yourself at home using very simple ingredients. And it even looks like ready-made. Here's what you will need. For the crust, you will need something to crush the cookies or biscuits, either a blender, a grinder, or a rolling pin, or just the bottom of a normal glass. For the filling, you will need a hand mixer to get the cream reach that whipped, soft peak consistency. Here are the ingredients. You can also find the list in the description below. When possible, I prefer using whole box or package for my ingredients as I don't like wasting leftover ingredients as they won't be fresh anymore if it stays longer open in the fridge or on the shelf. Otherwise, I have to think of something else to use them. For the crust, you will need crushed plain biscuits, cookies, or graham crackers. In this recipe, I used the whole package of 200 grams biscuits, which is about 2 cups when crushed. You will also need half a cup of butter and 2 tablespoons of sugar. For the filling, you will need 250 ml cream, 1 package of family pack 265 gram cream cheese, or just use 2 packs of normal size cream cheese. You will also need 3/4 cup sugar, a package of gelatin dissolved in 6 tablespoons of water, and a teaspoon of vanilla extract. For the toppings, I simply use crushed Oreos and blueberry jam. Now let's make the No Bake Cheesecake. First start by melting the butter. Now I'm using the grinder to crush the cookies. Now we have prepared the bottom layer crusting. So now I'm also going to crush the Oreo cookies which we will use for the topping. Here I'm separating the cream from the Oreo cookies. This I do before crushing the Oreos. I'm gonna set the cream aside. This later on I will use to add more flavor into the cheesecake for the Oreo version. Now I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of sugar and then add the melted butter into the mixture. Then I mix them all well together. Once it's all well combined, you can set it aside. Now I'm going to prepare the gelatin. I only follow the instructions in the packaging, which is to dissolve the gelatin powder into 6 tablespoons of water. Then you can set it aside. Now it's time to start the filling. Let's pour in the 250 ml of cream and use the hand mixer to whip them. Use the mixer to whip the cream until you reach a thick whipped cream consistency. Now it's time to add the gelatin. But first, warm up the gelatin by putting it into the microwave. Continue whipping the cream until you reach soft peaks. Now we can add the cream cheese, sugar, and lastly, the vanilla extract. Now we are going to prepare the servings. Pour in 3 teaspoons of the prepared crust into each glass serving. Then lightly press the crusting towards the bottom of the glass. Continue doing so until all individual servings are prepared. I use a disposable piping bag to pour in the batter into the molds. The last time I used a spoon to do it, but it was kind of messy. So this time I decided to use a piping bag. As you can see here, it is much simpler to distribute the batter into the molds using the piping bag. It's not messy and it's clean. And this is the trick to make it look like a ready-made dessert. So about 1/3 of the batter is left, and now I'm adding the Oreo cream to it. It really depends on how you want to divide your batter. So for us here, many like the blueberry jam, and for me, I like the Oreo version. So I have more of the blueberry cheesecake done than the Oreos. For this Oreo cheesecake version, I've already used the batter with the Oreo cream on it. Then I simply top with crushed Oreo cookies. We are done making the No Bake Blueberry and Oreo cheesecake. Now we can put this into the fridge and wait minimum of 3 hours before serving. By the way, to keep its freshness and flavor, we use a plastic foil to cover each of the individual servings. We are all excited to taste the cheesecake. It looks so yummy and delicious. My kids love them. This is Jewel eating her favorite blueberry cheesecake, and she's a bit shy.
Wow! For Jamie? Jamie na po.